Hey guys, I'm Anushri and welcome to my channel, and I am today here again with a video that is on organization theory. Many of you were asking me to provide some videos on organization theory, so here it is. Congratulations, and I present before you organization theory and introduction. So moving further, first we need to know what is an organization. So organization, what is an organization? Organization is actually a group of people. That means there has to be two or more people, because one person cannot constitute an organization. Two or more people, when they come together and they consciously coordinate their activities, that means it is a deliberate effort. It is not by matter of chance. They come together deliberately, consciously and coordinate their activities for a purpose, then it is known as an organization. So is it that much? No, we need to go further. Before that, we will see some definitions of organization. So it's better to quote the definitions in order to fetch more marks, and even these definitions help us to understand organization in detail. So there are three main definitions. That means organization as a system, as a structure and as a process. As you can see, Bernard gave the definition of organization as a system. Organization is a system of consciously coordinated activities of two or more persons. That means system is anything where there is an input, output and processing. And whenever this term comes before you, that means a system comes before you, you need to understand that it is just input, processing and output. So it is a system of consciously coordinated activities of two or more persons. Very simple. Next, organization in terms of Wheeler is a structural framework of duties and responsibilities. And then again, Coons O'Donnell, he said organization is a process. So we'll come to know how organization is a process in the coming slides. Now, the features of organization. What are the features of organization? First of all, you can actually make out all these features on the basis of the definitions we learned. So one of the definition was consciously coordinated activities. So first feature is purposive and conscious creation. It is being created for a purpose as well as deliberately by a group of persons. So it is a purposive and conscious creation. There has to be a particular goal of the organization. Organization has always to be goal oriented. Then comes this, it has to be an association of persons. There must be a group of people who bring an organization into existence. Then organization is a process. So guys, do you remember we learned that organization as a process is a definition given by whom? I will like to see whether you remember this or not. So if you remember it, please mention it in the comment box. Then process. What is a process? Process is anything which actually moves step by step. Means when one step ends, it leads to the beginning of the second step. So as a process, when we learn organization, then how it begins? It begins with determination of objective. That means the goals are to be determined first of all. First of all, you have to decide where you have to go. Then in order to reach to that goal, you have to identify the activities or tasks that you have to perform. That means the second step is identification of tasks. Then you group similar tasks into jobs, and those jobs are being assigned to right man at the right place. And then there is fixation of authority and responsibility and coordination. Then happens the coordination and the controlling thing, and this way organization process continues. Okay, then next feature of organization is communication. Communication is backbone of business, and same goes with the organization. And therefore Bernard says that without communication, organization cannot survive. The next important feature of organization is rationality, which is very important. What is rationality? Rationality is efficiency plus effectiveness. We all have learned in class 11th and 12th what is efficiency and effectiveness. Let's just have a quick revision of what is efficiency. Efficiency is input-output transformation. That means using optimum input. When you get the maximum output, it is known as efficient. Anything which actually brings maximum output from optimum input is known as efficient. So input-output transformation is efficiency. Input in a business or in an organization is mainly 5 M's: men, material, money, machine and method. Process involves organic process or managerial process. Process is anything which leads to the conversion of input into output, and throughput is simply the rate of production or processing of any item. That means the maximum rate at which any item is processed is known as the throughput. So process in any organization can be of two types, that means organic process and the managerial process. Organic process is core to the objectives of the business. Like for example, if you are in a consumer business, if you are in a servicing sector, then your organic process will differ, and managerial process is always the same, that is the post-corp. I hope you all know. Even if you don't know, then you can know. Post-corp is simply planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, and then budgeting. The last two, regulating and budgeting, are the part of controlling, and CO stands for coordinating. So it is planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating, regulating and budgeting. This is simply post-corp, and this is the managerial process, which is actually common to most of all the organization goes through this particular process. Then finally what we get is the output, is the finished good or service that our organization aims for. Next, we have learned what is efficiency. Then what is effectiveness? Effectiveness actually has some moral consequence. It is particularly related to goal of the organization. So if you are pursuing the right goals, then you are effective. So in nutshell, efficiency is doing things right. That is efficiency. Efficiency deals with use of resources, and therefore doing things right is efficiency. Effectiveness is pursuit of appropriate goals, means doing right things. It is very simple, just some jumbling with the words. Doing things right is efficiency and doing right things is effectiveness, and therefore you can know effective, this chart you can easily understand, effective plus inefficient and all this. This is so simple. Now we move to the next feature of organization, which is structure. Yes, again I ask you one question. Who gave the definition of organization? Who defined organization as a structure? So what is a structure? Let us understand. Structure is particularly a network of tasks, roles, duties and responsibilities or positions. That means structure is something which clarifies the duties, roles, responsibilities, authorities and positions of each and every person in the organization. That is so simple. So structure brings clarity in organization functions, and it leads to fixation of authority and responsibility. Let us now know what is authority and what is responsibility. See, authority is actually the right to give orders and obtain obedience. Authority is the legitimate right to get the work done, and responsibility is the corollary of authority. That means responsibility comes from authority. That is, when you have the legitimate power to get the work done, you also carry the responsibility to be held accountable. Okay? As our favorite movie we have seen in Spider-Man, there is a famous dialogue, with great power comes great responsibility. Power here stands for authority in organization, and responsibility is what we are dealing with. So there is a very famous quote that there is no power or authority without responsibility, and he who accepts the one cannot escape or evade the other. So from this we come to a very important principle of Henry Fayol, the principles of management, which is parity in authority and responsibility. That means after giving the responsibility, requisite authority regarding work delegated should be granted. Obviously, I think it is no rocket science, everybody got this. Next, moving on, we have the next feature, which is restructuring. Guys, restructuring is a very important feature of organization. It deals with environment. It says that organization cannot be static. It has to be dynamic, means it has to change with the changing environment, and it has to bring out some required changes from time to time. It cannot be static. So we'll be dealing with this in the coming videos, means maybe the next or the next to next video, where we'll be dealing with environment. Okay, so I hope the features are very clear to you. There has to be a particular goal, it has to be group, it has to be process, then communication is the essence, rationality, structure and restructuring. Now we need to learn the need and significance of organization. Why do we need organizations? Why does this organization kind of came into this world in order to increase our burden of studies? Guys, it is very important, and as you have seen the features, so we can easily derive the significance. first, like for example, we have the purposive creation feature. That means a goal has to be there. So significance, organization is always goal oriented. So all the activities in the organization, these are directed only towards the achievement of goal. Only they are channelized for the achievement of goal. So they helps in achievement of goal. Goals are masters and the organizations are servants. Then comes association of person. Because of being teamwork, or we can say because of organization being a group, it helps in overcoming human limitations. It helps in, it gives us the advantage of accumulated knowledge. It also brings economy of scale. That means economize the transaction cost. Then being it a process, it also helps us in managing external complex environment. We know that organization is not static, it keeps on restructuring. So it helps in managing the entire external environment by way of anticipation, response, influencing. We'll be doing it. Then communication, because of being a group of person as well as in regular communication in it, it helps to fulfill social human needs of its individuals. So guys, we have done today is the organization. So let's just in 10 seconds let us revise. What is an organization? It is a process, it is a system, it is a structure, different definitions. Then we learned about the various features of the organization, finally the significance of organization. And this brings me to the end of this video, and coming up next will be organization goal. We'll be talking about primary, secondary and other things about the goals. So till then, stay healthy and enjoy what you do and do what you enjoy. If you like this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe, and let me know what you like about the video and what you don't like, so that we can improve with your help. So see you till then, stay healthy, be happy, bye.